Today on Exploring Limitations, I'm going to show you how to take your DAW's software instrument and turn it from this to this. Here we go. Ciao, 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 ciao. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that myself and the people around me like to have character in our sounds. We like to record to cassette. We like guitar pedals for mixing. We like committing to sounds at the source. But the name of this show is Exploring Limitations, and many of us out there are limited by the things we own. I'm not a channel that wants to or encourages gear envy. It's the antithesis of creativity. It's the antithesis of music making. Most people these days start off with a laptop and a DAW, and your DAW 9 times out of 10 comes with software instruments. You plug in a MIDI keyboard, and then you can choose through a bunch of different stock plugins or stock sounds that are based on real instruments in the real life. Here's a quick little scroll through a bunch of stock sounds. This is an extremely powerful tool for creativity, for young people who just are starting off with a computer. You immediately have access to sounds that even 20, 30 years ago were impossible to get unless you had an instrument like that. Today, I'm going to show you a very simple, very easy way to add character to these software sounds. The one-sentence breakdown of what we are doing today is to take your software instrument, send it to a guitar amp. That's it. That's the end of the video. That's all you need to know, right? All right. I mean, we can just end it there. Goodbye. That's it. No, we're gonna talk about it a little bit more than that. There are going to be multiple ways in which you can do this, but I'm gonna assume if you have a DAW that you also have some kind of interface. Those interfaces have outputs. So normally when you play a software instrument, it's going straight to the stereo outs, to your monitors or your headphones or whatever. But in your DAW, right here, check this out, you could just change the output from stereo output to a line out. That means your instrument is being sent out at a line level signal, which is really, really hot. You can't plug that straight into a guitar amp. It's too much. That's what the reamp box is for. The reamp box takes that line level signal and converts it to a instrument level signal. After you've set up your send of your software instrument to the amp, now you need a way of capturing that. So a microphone. Any microphone will do. I always recommend the SM57 if you don't have it. Without further ado, let me just demonstrate what this sounds like. Here is the sound of the software Rhodes alone, straight from the software. Again, not bad, but let's add a little character to it just by sending it to the amp. You're already gonna get the sound of a room and a microphone, and that's already gonna make it a little bit more unique. Let's hear what that sounds like. Again. The amp has a slight echo setting on it, so you can, besides that, you can also hear the sound of this room. Even though you're close mic'd, you're still getting air. There's air. Can you hear the difference? Listen to that one more time. Again. Now the video could end there. That's it. But as you guys know, I have guitar pedals, and As you can see, we have a chain set up here. But so let's hear that same little D major 7 arpeggio thing. Let's hear it again, software, and then into the amp, and now I'm gonna add some effects. Let's first add the tube screamer, the overdrive. Hear that? Off. On. And what if we cranked the overdrive on it? Now it's getting a little excessive, but. While I'm playing all this, the software instrument is still recording. So you'll hear me cut between the amp sound and the software sound real quick, like this. The next thing I had in the chain was this vibrato pedal. Vibrato is one of my favorite effects on harmony instruments because that slight pitch change always adds a sense of yearning to me. Like, oh, are we really in tune? Yeah. How's that for a keyboard sound? That's about where the sound ended up here in my recording. Here's a quick snippet of that recording. For this video, I also just added a fun analog carbon copy delay at the end of this chain. So again, here's the naked software sound. I set a really fast delay with a lot of regeneration, so it's gonna be kind of slappy, echoey. Yeah, hear that? Look at this stuff, isn't it neat?
Fun.
And just for fun, here's a quick little round robin of internal software instruments played through an amp. So there you have it. I hope this can serve as a launching pad for you to get your own sound and explore your own creativity with the sonic palette that exists inside the world of software instruments sending out into amplifiers. You don't need a vintage amplifier. You don't need anything. I've used that cheap little Fender amp that I'll show you B-roll of right now. Sometimes the cheaper the better, the more character, the weirder it sounds. That's the main thing I want to show you today. We all have the same software instruments, and probably the biggest thing that I haven't even mentioned yet that is annoying about software instruments is everybody has them and everybody uses them, and it's not a way to stand out, to express yourself. What we did today is a way to express yourself, a way to take those instruments that none of us has access to. I don't have a full marimba, I don't have a Fender Rhodes, I don't have a clavinet, I don't have a B3. I don't have those things, but I can pull them up on a software, send it through an amp, send it through some guitar pedals, twiddle and tweak the sound. I'm trying to say tweak the sound a little bit, and then it becomes something that you just can't pull up on any old software. The more you practice this sort of thing, the more you'll stumble upon something that maybe you've never heard before, or a twist on a thing that you've never heard before. And isn't that fun? Thanks as always for watching. Please check out all the links in the description below. My original music is there. Patreon, if you like to support the channel, that is the best way, is down in the links below. And you have a fantastic day wherever you are. Hope all is well, and peace. Be good to each other. Obviously, there's a lot you can do with delay.